Let's be honest, we can make some extra money this month. September has just started. I don't know what your plans are. I don't know what you're planning to do. I don't know what is keeping you busy. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that you can do to make some extra money. And I'm going to talk things that I have done myself and they have worked for me. And you can also give them a try. I normally encourage you people to try. I'm that person that will try something, and if it works for me, I'll do it. If it doesn't, I'll drop it. So these are some of the things you can try to make some extra money online. All right, number one on the list, I'm going to say freelancing. If you have a skill, you can freelance. For example, I have some skills. I'm a software engineer. I build websites. I do technical writing. So those are some of the skills that I have as an individual. So you can use those skills to put your profile up there online. Personally, I have used Upwork, and Upwork is the reason I got one of my longest paying contracts since 2023 to date. So I got the client from Upwork. So Fiverr, Guru, there are different sites like that. So what you need to do is you need to create a profile. It's much harder these days for a beginner on Upwork, but it is doable. It is something that can get you an extra income. All you need to do is you need to create your profile online. Make sure that they verify your profile. And once they verify your profile, you list your skills, you list what you can do. Like I said, this one requires you to have at least a particular skill. You can do data entry. If you are a video editor, you can do that. Photo editor, you can do that. But for me, I normally do web development and technical writing gigs online. And you put your rates. If you're starting, you need to put your rates a bit low. And then when you gain some experience and then have some reviews, that's when you can hike your prices a bit. But it's also a good way to help you make some money. Now, another thing is selling used items. So I have noticed that some of us, me included, there are some things that you've stayed for days without using, or there are some old items that you feel like, I don't think I need this anymore. Please sell them. Sell them. Now, if you're in Uganda, Kampala, there is a page called Declutter Uganda. It's an Instagram page. You pay, I think 10,000. I don't know if they've changed the prices. You pay. You take a picture of the item that you're selling, you post on their page, and people normally buy those items. Personally, I've also bought some items from Declutter. And if you have any item that you are not using, it could be a couch, it could be a chair, it could be a dining set, it could be an extra TV, anything that you want to sell, something that you feel like you no longer use, you can sell it and get some extra money out of it. Offering local services, that is another thing. And I have seen this in my area. Sometimes we struggle to find service providers because, like I mentioned, guys, I'm an Airbnb host on the side, but sometimes you struggle to get reliable cleaners. And by the way, myself, sometimes I go clean those houses. I go clean those B&Bs. Like sometimes myself, if I fail to get a cleaner, or if like sometimes my cleaner goes on a break, or if like days when I have so many checkouts because all my apartments are close to each other and I have like this one cleaner who is cleaning. So sometimes I tell her, you know what, just clean this side and let me go clean this side. Like if you're within an area, I'm just giving you an example where you see a need, offer your services. It doesn't matter. Is it laundry services? Is it cleaning? The problem with us is that sometimes we are too proud to do some of these things. So imagine every time I clean an apartment, a one-bedroom apartment, I'm getting paid 10,000 Ugandan shillings. So in a day, if I can get about 3 apartments, that is 30,000 Ugandan shillings. Now, I'm just giving you a breakdown of one-bedroom apartments. So you don't need to have many apartments to clean. All you need is you need to get maybe 2 or 3 people that you're going to work with. And some of these people, they will pay you monthly. For example, I pay my cleaner monthly. I pay her monthly, and sometimes the work is a lot for her. She has to outsource some other person to come and help. Or if I'm seeing the thing is going a bit slow, that's just an example of services. Things like gardening, if you have those skills, do it. Things like washing carpets. I don't know how many people do this. Sometimes my carpet is dirty and I'm trying to convince my askari, please wash for me the carpet. And there are times I've washed the carpet myself. when I didn't want to. So like those small things can help you make some extra money, you know? So if you identify a need within your neighborhood, within where you can stay, you can provide those services to the people washing clothes, people without washing machines, hand washing, or if you have a washing machine and you want to help people, you can, your neighbors, you can wash for them. Yes, so those are the small things that you can do. Don't be shy about doing any of these things, but they give you extra money. And my mom always told me, never be ashamed of something that is putting food on the table. So me, I don't care. I mean, you may find me cleaning, you may find me mopping, as long as I'm getting money. Now, the next one is going to be rent out what you're not using. If you get things like a room, for example, my Airbnb story, I started hosting from my home. You guys saw that video of the 3-bedroom apartment. I started hosting a room within that house, like one room. And from there, that's when I grew to other independent Airbnb units. Now, this is because I had an extra room in the house, and as someone who has been traveling, I also know that there are Airbnb homes that the host lives in units. So I started doing Airbnb rooms before I even started doing full house options. So if you have that house, it doesn't have to get an extra $300 for that room in your house, because there is actually a category of people, a category of travelers that specifically want to live with locals. So you can list your room, your extra room, for a $20 a night, something small, as long as it's good. Just make sure that it's good, it's clean, it has most of the amenities, you know, even if some of them are shared, just make sure that it's convenient for the guest. You can make some extra money. Then there is what they call surveys and online surveys and tasks. I have tried this, much as I'm giving it as a recommendation to you. I've tried it, but they don't really pay a lot. They pay you, but they don't pay a lot. I think the first survey I did, I made about 8,000 Ugandan shillings, but they don't give you the money until maybe you reach about 30,000 Ugandan shillings. So you need to do those tasks repeatedly for you to hit that. So I tried, because I was just trying it. I tried it, and once I got my 30K, I left it. But if like you have the time, you have the energy, you can try those online surveys and tasks, you know, to do. But this, I recommend it on a lower level. Then another thing, teaching. I don't know how I can stress this out. Teach and share what you know. Teach and share what you know. Now, I don't know how the story is normally different for each and everyone, but you can start teaching online and see, or you can start teaching on YouTube and see. I was lucky enough, I got an opportunity to teach when I stepped out of my internship, and it was a volunteer opportunity. But that teaching, every time someone needs a teacher, specifically in the tech space or web development or some technologies that I know, I'm normally in there, both in my local area and also online. If you want to know what I teach online, check out this and then see. And I think also from teaching online, I have gotten some small gigs as well. It has gotten me some gigs of like doing certain things, writing, documentation, because that's what I do, and because I put myself out there, because I started sharing what I know online. That's how people got to know me. Yes. So if you want to check some of my writings, I'm going to link them down in the description so you can see. And some of those articles, those are the things that land me into gigs. Some of my videos that I made, I mean, they are not that big, they are not that of a big deal, but I did get some gigs out of those videos that I put on YouTube for free about those topics that I know. And I got some gigs out of them. So you can try that and do it either as a full-time. If you're good at speaking, if you're good at teaching something, feel free to try that, you know. And then another thing is content creation. Everyone these days is talking about content creation. And myself, I've not been taking content creation seriously. I'm not lying. I've not been taking it seriously, because if you check all my YouTube channels, I've never been consistent in any of them. The reason being, at some point I get busy or sometimes, but if you really have the time, you can actually sit down and start creating content full time. Content differs. You can start recording videos, making YouTube videos, or you can start teaching something that you love online. You talk about a topic that you love, or you can write blogs. Yes, I have a monetized blog with AdSense, but you can also start a blog and start writing about things you love to do. A blog may take a little longer because it takes it's very hard to get into the SEO, into the algorithm, but it's also worth it. So for the video content, you can just start recording comedies, pick a topic, a niche, whatever they call it. Pick a topic, sit down, start talking about it. If it is entertainment, if you can dance and entertain people, if you're a comedian, you can make skits, and with time you can get monetized in different ways. Like on YouTube, we have all heard about AdSense, YouTube paying you through AdSense. You've seen people get sponsors through YouTube. You've seen people join affiliate links, and you can also earn commissions from those affiliate sales. Those are just a few things you can do to make some extra money this month of September. Now, these things might not be quick. Some of them might take you time. I saw someone saying that if you posted a video online every single day for a full year, you don't have to work in the next 5 years. What do they mean? They mean, like, I think the way I interpreted it is that if you invest now in content creation, once you get monetized in the next years, you don't have to work like every single day, because from here you're gonna get the exposure. From here you're gonna get opportunities are gonna throw themselves at you. You don't have to look for opportunities. So different things. So try whatever works for you. If it doesn't work for you, feel free to drop it, because I do that. If the thing doesn't work for me, or if it's stressing the hell out of me, I drop it. So now, other side hustles I have tried but I've dropped are like things like print on demand. Much as I got some sales on print on demand, I felt like it was a lot of work, designing, uploading, SEO. You have to constantly keep designing. I dropped it. However, it works. If you have the time and you're a designer, you can try out print on demand and sell your art pieces on Redbubble, TeePublic, Teespring, all those platforms. And if you want to know how to use those platforms, I'll be glad to show you. You just need to leave a comment down below, and then I can do a video on how to start all that. Otherwise, that is all I have for today, and I'll see you in another video.